Hey everyone, my name is Joseph Zabrowski. This video is very important, especially if you're involved with Travelada or have thought about getting involved with them. Okay, this information is not being shared with other people. Now, I am a victim of Travelada presently, and I don't plan on being a victim here in the future. I'm taking action, and Travelada has stolen over $7,000 from me. They literally have taken the money from my back office. Every week they would just go in, over the last 5 to 6 weeks, they would just go into my back office and withdraw my earnings. They have access to my back office just like they have access to your back office. And the people that we are dealing with here at Travelada have a track record, okay? And what you're seeing here on the screen is an actual major lawsuit that has been brought against Travelada by VISTA Network. Okay, as you can see here on the screen, Philip A. Piccolo Jr., Kevin Dalton Johnson, and Paul Morris, and Joseph Reed, and Travelada LLC. This lawsuit is being brought against. Okay, now these are the principles of Travelada. Now here's the big deal here. One of the big things. This Philip A. Piccolo, this is the real name for Felicity Castiello, okay? In other words, the main guy of Travelada, Philip A. Piccolo Jr., uses an alias name, which is Felicity Castiello. If you've been on his webinars or so forth, so you got to ask yourself right up front, why would the main man of a company called Travelada use an alias name? Well, the reason he uses an alias name is because he is one of the biggest online scammers in history. Now, when I vetted this company, I did not know that. I trusted this guy, Phil Piccolo. In fact, one of the reasons I got involved with Travelada is because I believed in him. Because he was somebody who was always talking about God and prayer and so forth. So I really got tricked by this criminal. He's a criminal, okay? And so now I'm going to show you proof of that. I don't want to just talk. Okay, first off, I said to you that they've been stealing money from my back office, and in fact, this last week, they just closed my account. Okay, I pay my membership fees every week, even though for the last 5 to 6 weeks I have not been paid. They've taken my money. Actually, I did get paid just a small amount, I think one of the weeks of the 5 weeks, but they've taken my money every week. As you can see here, I have a legal archive, and I have a external hard drive filled with some of this as well. But you can see here, these are all Travelada videos. Like, for example, I'm going to pull up this video.
Hello, so this is the 1st of February for our legal archive. Alright, so it's Friday, and this is the day that I would usually get paid. Okay? In the last video you saw that...
Okay, I just showed you that video so that you know that I have a... I'm not, what I'm saying to you is real, okay? I have a Travelada account, and they've closed my account. I can no longer log into it. In fact, that's one of the videos that I did showing that I could not log into it. Can't log in.
Okay, so it is now February 3rd, 2019. This is for the legal archive. Just the other day in Travelada, it was about a day ago, I sent an email to support because I once again could not withdraw. That was shown in a previous video in my archive. So I sent email to support asking them to pay me the money that they have stolen from me. And so usually what they would do in the past, if I would send an email like that, they would just not answer it. And now they've locked me out of my account. Now keep in mind, I pay a membership fee every month for $70. And so now I don't have access to my account. So got to record this for sure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send an email to them. There's another way that I can send them an email. I'm going to do that. I'm going to record that. But you can see right here, I'm 100% positive I have the correct password. There it is. I log in. Invalid username or password. So there's no doubt that's all they do is play games. They've stolen all my earnings here for the last month and or so. And so one moment I'm going to go send them an email. I'm going to record that as well. I'm going to send an email to membersupport@travelada.com. This is an email that they have actually sent to my own personal email, so I know that this is their email. The same guy who is in support, Kevin Dalton Johnson, sent me an email to my email address here. So I'm sending this email to him. It says, "Dear criminals, this is part of my paper trail. You have now locked me out of my Travelada account, which I pay $70 a month to be a member of."
Okay, so basically I just want to get the point across that they've locked me out of my account. That's pretty much the last step here from their perspective. And so, basically what I'm trying to do is I've contacted numerous lawyers. A couple of them, the last 2 or 3 that I've contacted, they said that this isn't their specialty and they want me to get the right lawyer for this. So I still haven't found my lawyer, and it's taken quite some time. But in the meantime, there's many things that I've been doing. Been getting all the information together, and I've also been submitting to all the consumer complaint agencies. And I'm saying to you, I'm doing this video for you to let you know what's going on. If you're involved with Travelada or have thought about getting involved with Travelada, do not come near it, you guys. Do not get near this company. Okay, these people are ruthless. They are absolutely ruthless. Essentially what they've done is, in this TACP program, which they call a purchase rather than investing, and it's a complete lie. And in fact, I'm not going to say this because it's part of my case, so I'll just leave it out. But basically, they've taken my money, $7,000. So they held on to my money for like over 5 months to do whatever they want, leverage it however they want. And then they paid me, a certain amount every week until I can almost get to my break-even point. So after they've taken my money, now I could have taken that money and invested in numerous other places and made really good money. So they had control of my money for 5 to 6 months. And just about the time when I was reaching my break-even point, they stopped paying me because they don't want me to get any profits. I mean, that's criminal. Plain and simple criminal. All right? All the while, I brought other people, friends into the business to where this guy, Phil Piccolo, can get commissions off of not just the people I brought in, but gets commissions off of me. He gets bonuses off of me. And then he partnered with me in this account, okay? Originally when I started this account, I was only going to put $4,000 in, even though I had $7,000 to invest. And I told him that, and he said, "Well, I tell you what, I'll put in $2,000 so that you can get all of the packages you need to get." Like, they have a way that they work it here in the TACP program. You can't get one package unless you get the package before it. So in order for me to get started, I didn't have enough money, which would have been $9,000 I would have needed to invest, and I only had $7,000. So Phil Piccolo, being the gangster that he is, he gave me the extra $2,000, but he was investing it into Travelada. So when he invested it, he's going to get his return on that. In other words, he puts $2,000 into the account, and now he's going to get $4,000 for doing it, on top of my commissions that he's going to get. So instead of me investing $4,000, I was able to put $7,000 in. So instead of him getting $4,000 of my money and leveraging it for 6 months, he's now getting $7,000 of my money. He's getting a commission on it. He's getting bonuses on it, okay? And then he's getting double his money on the $2,000. And he's one of the, main leaders of the company. So he knew exactly what he was doing. And all the while he was saying that I was loaning you the money. Yeah, loaning me the money. I just explained to you all the perks that he's getting off of my money, okay? And then when it comes time to paying me, they don't want to pay me a penny in profits. Okay, this is criminal, you guys. And so as I was saying, this case right here, they're doing the same thing, or they've done the same thing to this big organization, VISTA Network, kind of the same tactics that they have pulled with me. Okay, and wait till you hear what they're doing here. I haven't read the whole thing. This is a 42-page complaint for their lawsuit. Okay, it's very detailed and it's excellent. They've done a great job, the lawyers who put this together. And basically what Travelada, you're going to see the character of these people if you're in this business, I mean, you're going to see the character of these people if you don't know it already. Basically, my understanding of what I read here is that Travelada, okay, first off, Vista Network wanted to upgrade their computer system and their back office in their main business, which is VISTA Technologies, okay? And so they contracted with these four principals here, Phil Piccolo, Kevin Dalton Johnson, Paul Morris, and Joseph Reed. They contracted with them to update their computer system. So they posed as people that knew what they were doing to update a computer system. So when they got control of the computer system, they, according to what this says here, they stole over $700,000 of Vista Technologies cryptocurrency from their, you know, because they had access to their wallets and everything, and they stole over $700,000. Additionally, okay, this wasn't bad enough. Because they got into their computer system, they had access to all of their client lists. Now, if you know anything about online businesses, client lists, people who build a good list, that's money on the table for them. So they have access to all of their clients to the company, and they stole their client list. Now, if that wasn't bad enough, this is how ruthless these people are. After they stole their client list, they then did not, and they stole their money, they then did not allow Vista Technology to get into their back office any longer. So Vista Technologies was completely helpless. They contracted with this group. They were paying them, according to what I read, 2 Bitcoin, I think, a day or something for their work. So they're paying them, like, I think it was 2 Bitcoin a day. I may be wrong on that. It's on the details in this complaint, which is online, by the way. You can get this and read it for yourself. Okay, so they're paying, I think it's 2 Bitcoin a day to do the work. Maybe it was $2,000 a day or 2 Bitcoin a day. Okay, on top of it, they steal the close to $1 million in cryptocurrency from the account. And then they steal their email list, and then they don't give them access to their back office. And so now these principals have control of Vista Network's back office and their computer system for that back office. So if that weren't enough, you guys, listen to this. So they take Vista Network's client list and they start marketing Travelada to Vista Network clients. And so all the while, the Vista Network clients think that Vista Network is sending them these offers for Travelada because they haven't told them what they've done, all their criminal acts. So numerous people from Vista, because they trust Vista Network, because they have a good relationship with them, and Vista Network is a trustworthy company, so they leverage the trust that Vista Network has with its clients. They use their client list to market to them Travelada. Numerous people sign up. All the while, Vista Network client list people think that Vista Network is offering them this other offer with Travelada. So Travelada is in there pulling in all the commissions and membership fees from the Vista Network client list. So not only they take close to $1 million in cryptocurrency, they did other things that I'm not going to get into here. It's in the complaint form. They took their client list, and now they're making all these commissions and membership fees off the Vista Network clients who are getting into Travelada. And in fact, I think it says in there, in the complaint form, and I could be wrong on this, but part of the deal of updating Vista Network's back office is that they were part of the deal was that they were going to give Travelada to Vista Network. But instead of giving the business Travelada to Vista Network, they held on to it. They used Vista Network's client list to just leverage as much money as they could. And that's exactly what they're doing with you people right now. They keep giving you new offers because if you notice, they're always like reshuffling the deck and giving you the same crap and giving you new offers so that they can milk you for as much money as they possibly can. They're trying to get every penny out of you. I mean, this is how they work. They're criminals. These are seasoned criminals, you guys. You need to run from this group. You need to not just run from them, you need to put them in their place relative to all that I've shared with you, with submitting to all of these complaint agencies and taking them to court when the time comes, okay? And put these people in prison because that's where they belong. This is ruthless, you guys, okay? Now, it's the same type of thing that they're doing with me. They have access to my back office, and they just play games with you. They lie. Kevin Dalton Johnson is in charge of the support, and I've dealt with him over and over and over, and this guy just lies. On one day he says, okay, because Felicity partnered with me in this TACP package, he said, well, originally he said, Felicity has access to your back office. And I said, I don't want him in my back office. So we went back and forth, and he finally took him out of my back office. And he said, okay, he no longer can be part of has access to your back office. And then like a week or two later, he gave him access again. Piccolo went into my back office and stole more money from me. He was only supposed to take $200 out a week, and that was our agreement, and it actually was a written agreement that he sent to me by email. But you see what happened was, this is what happened. Number one, these people that we're dealing with are ruthless, as I've just explained. But number two, what happened was Bitcoin, of course, has gone downward, spiraled downward. So he's feeling the big move on that. Number two, Travelada's Alexa rankings just spiraled downward as well when this lawsuit came out. Number three, Phil Piccolo got involved, tried to get all of his members involved in this 24/7 program, which was a compounding interest, one of these compounding interest programs, and he lost tons of money and lost his members tons of money. And so, with the combination of all those things, and now he's not getting as much money in Travelada, he feels that he can just steal from other people. Of course, that's just part of his modus operandi. He steals from people. But, it's all these things at once. And, I even told him he should not get involved with that 24/7 program. And, of course, he didn't listen. And so we had a disagreement. And, it's just like that pride thing. It's like they have to be tyrants. He has to be in control of you. Like, that's just who he is, And he's got to be like ruling over you. That's the only place where he feels comfortable. And so, so this is what happened. So he decided to stick it to me and steal all my money, all my profits, after I've put in the time and the money and the energy to all of this, and he takes it all. So that's what this case is. This case is already underway, and I'm going to be bringing a case against them as well. And as I said, I think I told you, it's, if you can, if you can send your complaints. I would highly encourage you to send your complaints to like the Better Business Bureau if they've messed with you in any way. The FTC, Federal Trade Commission, the Consumer Protection Agency. There's all kinds of scam agencies online that you can file complaints with regarding Travelada. There's also the Florida Attorney General. Okay, Travelada is located in Palm Beach, Florida. So you can also go to the Palm Beach Consumer Affairs. You can also go to the FBI. The FBI has a major complaint system online that you can submit your complaint to. Also the SEC would be a good place for various reasons that I'm not going to get into. But these people are not good people. And so that's what's going on here. Now I just want to show you, to back up my claim, that I told you Phil Piccolo uses a different name. He uses Felicity Castiello, and in all of his emails he puts, he calls himself Mr. ASAP, which stands for Always Say a Prayer. So this is a guy posing as a major Christian, okay? And then once he has your money, he stabs you in the back. Now this is Phil Piccolo right here. You can see him. This is him here. And one of his spiels that he gives people, this is him, is that he just had a major, maybe this has really happened, but this is what he says. He says, I just had a major heart attack, like a triple bypass, and I really almost faced death, and I'm just here to tell you that it's really awakened me, and I I can understand the important things in life now, and God, of course, and praying, and so he gives you that spiel. Now, I'm a guy who has a ministry called Our Father's Productions. I told him right up front that I just wanted to do this business for passive income because I also have to attend to my parents. You know, they're elderly. So I'm a guy who's like doing the work of God, and he's supposedly a Christian. And even though he knows all this about me, you know, that what I'm doing, he still stabs me in the back and steals my money. Over $7,000. Okay. I mean, this is the kind of ruthlessness that these people are. So as you see here, actually, Phil Piccolo is called the one-man internet crime wave. He has a history of using different alias names for all the different businesses that he starts up, because the Phil Piccolo name is known to be a major online scammer. Okay, this is on other sites as well. Okay, MLM Watchdog, Phil Piccolo is scamming again. It just goes on and on about that. And there's comments that back up everything that's being said. All the people that have been scammed by Phil Piccolo. Okay, there's another site on Phil Piccolo dedicated to Phil Piccolo because he's got a history. He's one of the biggest online scammers in history. The Phil Piccolo story. It goes on and on about it. Okay, and once again, people comment. All the people that have been scammed by this guy, I mean, they comment on it over and over. So now, if that weren't enough, this is what he does. Okay, he claims to be a multimillionaire, and I believe that's true because he's stolen so much money from people. And one of the things he does, if you go, this is a really important site to go to. I'll put the link below the video. Go to it, read everything in here. It's pretty long, but it's pretty entertaining as well. And you will understand exactly who you are dealing with at Travelada. VISTA Network sues Phil Piccolo and Associates for fraud. In a somewhat surprising move, VISTA Network has filed a California lawsuit against defendants Phil Piccolo, Kevin Dalton Johnson, Paul Morris, Joseph Reed, and the company Travelada. Now, I think what these guys are doing, they have their names disassociated with Travelada in some way. I forgot, or I researched it, and I thought I heard something about that. So it's directly in line with what I'm going to share with you next. If you go through this, you will find out another thing that Phil Piccolo does is he has numerous houses, supposedly, and he puts the houses in different names because he has a history of people bringing lawsuits against him so many times that, you know, he knows from experience that if he puts the house in his name, then, you know, when somebody sues him and they want to place a lien on a house, they'll place a lien on his house. So instead of putting the house in his name, he puts it in someone else's name. And he has numerous houses, supposedly. And you can read that in here. And also, if that weren't enough, you guys, one of the claims in here tells you that Phil Piccolo actually, it says Phil freaking Piccolo, again, how does this guy keep going with new scams and stay out of jail? Actually, I think at one point they talked about he's been in jail before. And he also has people who have gone against him, like a gangster. He's actually like had people messed with physically. Like this is the kind of mentality you're dealing with, like gangster mentality, where he goes after them physically. Somebody said that in here. You can read it, but I just want you to get an idea of what you're dealing with here. Okay, this guy's, like it says on this site, the one-man internet crime wave. Okay, and I'm sorry to share this with you. Well, actually, I'm happy to share this with you in hopes of helping you, because it was a rude awakening for me when I actually believed in this guy and come to find out that he's everything that I just explained to you. So, my friends, if you are involved with Travelada, you need to get your money out of there as soon as possible, and chances are when they see you withdrawing, they're gonna stop you from doing it. And you know, as you've seen, I know that they're sharing all kinds of new things because they're trying to get as much money from you as possible. They're in trouble, okay, and they know it. They're on the ropes. And word is, like at this site here, Phil Piccolo or some of these guys, they just stay in their house because they don't want to be subpoenaed. Like, you know, That's what they were talking about here, but I think they've already been subpoenaed because the court case is already going on. But dangerous group, so I'm putting the word out. I'm going to be doing more videos, and we're going to be getting all these different videos out for, you know, important keywords. But I just want to get this word out to you. I'll put a lot of these links below the video so you can see some of this stuff for yourself and read it for yourself. And as I said, you got to be very careful here. Okay, especially if you have a lot of money involved with these groups. Everything that I've said to you is everything that I've learned in my own research, and I'll continue to be making videos so that we can get the word out to protect other people. And that is it. If you have any questions, I suppose you can contact me, although I'm very busy, but I will be putting more videos out. And as I said, contact those complaint agencies, and you know, try to get your money out ASAP. That is it. And do not invest in any of their other stuff. Believe me, they're trying to squeeze every penny they can get out of you. Phil Piccolo is like a vacuum cleaner when it comes to money, man. That guy is, I mean, one time, as in the last 5 weeks, I left like $1 short. Like I was supposed to leave him $200, and I think it ended up being like $199. And he wanted me to send over the dollar to his Bitcoin wallet. And then furthermore, I forgot about this. This is directly in line with everything I've already shared with you. Like when they go into my back office and take my money, like every week, which is shared in the videos that I showed you here. They're in my legal archive. One of the weeks was after I paid my last membership fee, okay, which was like $70. I put like $90 to $95 into my account in Bitcoin, okay. So that particular week, you know, he not only did he take, like we had a written agreement, he was only supposed to take $200 a week, and so there would be weeks where he'd come in there, and instead of taking 200, he'd take more than 200. And so one of the weeks, not only did he take more, like more than the 200 he was supposed to take, but he also vacuum cleaned the extra money that I had left over from my membership fee. Like I had $25 left over, or $20 to $25 in Bitcoin. So he took the money, he took more money than he was supposed to out of the account for that week, but he also took my Bitcoin money, and you could see it all in the Bitcoin ledger. Okay, and I have it all on video here in these videos. So this is the kind of guy you're dealing with. I mean, he's like conscienceless. This guy is like, you know, 70 to 80 years old. I've seen him actually. He's an old codger. Okay, the pictures that I showed you, he's all gray hair, and he's like this old guy, and it's really pathetic. It's sad. You know, you see like an 80-year-old guy. He thinks he's like really slick, tricking people and stealing people's money, and like doesn't have enough wisdom to know that like chances are if you continue to do this, he's gonna go to hell. You know what I mean? I mean, the guy has stolen so much money from so many people, and but he thinks he's really like smart because he's pulling the wool over your eyes, and he's stealing your money. But like he's 80 years old and he doesn't get it yet. I mean, that is truly pathetic. I really feel sorry for the guy. But at the same time, I want my money back, and all of you want your money, so I'm doing this video. That is it, my friends. Take care. God bless.